Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our reflection for today, Friday, the 10th of July. It's lovely to be with you again, and it's lovely to see a bit of sunshine out there, isn't it, this morning? It's been such a joy to have our church building open again, for our community to just enjoy a place of peace and a sense of God's presence. And then last Sunday, of course, we were delighted to be able to gather again as a church family in a time of worship together, albeit within some COVID secure guidelines and restrictions, but lovely to be there, to be together in that beautiful place of St. John the Baptist. And it was, of course, a representation of St. Gabriel's as well. And I've been reflecting a little bit on the importance of our church building. Sometimes we know our church building as God's house, don't we? We're going to God's house. And so it is in many ways. It's a special place. It's saturated in special memories of events in people's lives, both sad and happy, celebrations and commemorations, beginnings and endings, and of course many, many ordinary Sundays where we've gathered, and actually those Sundays have become extraordinary Sundays because we've encountered the love and the presence of God through one another and through worship. I, along with many, many others I know, value and cherish our church building at St. John's, and long for it to be a place where people discover the rest that Jesus offers to all who come to him. But something I read this week reminded me of a very important truth. The house of God actually is the world in which God lives, the home in which God lives, which is everywhere, which is our neighbourhood, our homes, our creation that God made for us. The beautiful, beautiful countryside, the busy, busy town centres. God's home is everywhere, wherever we are. And our church building is actually really only the builder's hut in the grounds. That's quite a description, isn't it? Now, of course, our building is more than a hut. We cherish it more than just a hut in the allotment, as it were. But the reality is that we, the people of God, are God's church. And let me just describe one description from the Bible that describes church. You are a chosen people, a royal priesthood, a holy nation, God's special possession, that you may declare the praises of him who called you out of darkness into his wonderful light. That's a description of church. And of course, church, especially during this time of lockdown, has been not so much in the building, but in our community, active and living in our homes, in our community, in our neighbourhood, in our shops, wherever people are. At work, even those frontline workers, essential workers, are being church where they are, sharing his body language of love, welcome, acceptance, warmth, of turning towards his people, of joy in his creation, and of bringing reconciliation and healing. That's an expression of God's language, God's body language, God's presence in his home, in his world, not just in our buildings. Now, I've been very blessed by a series posted on Facebook called Night Blessings. And here's one. Let me read it. Lord of hope and healing, we bring you our sorrow and ask for your comfort. We bring you our longing and ask for your peace. We bring you our questions and trust that you are the answer. We come empty-handed and ask for your fullness. We bring you our tears and ask for your joy. We bring you our lives and ask for your purpose. We hold before you all who need hope, who need grace, who need mercy, and who need a fresh start. Amen. That's the reality of the hope and the healing that we can know wherever we are, whether in the church building or where we are in our communities and our places of life. We long, of course, that our church gatherings in our buildings are a place of sharing God's body language of his hope and his healing, of his love and his welcome. But we also long to express and share his love wherever we are, in God's house, the real world in which we live. Please do enjoy spending time in our building. Actually, not our building, your building, everyone's building. It's a place for all at St. John's. And please do get in touch if you'd like to share something of your journey, whether that's good or difficult, in God's world. We'd love to hear from you. Please do be in touch and do join us on a Sunday, whether at home, on Facebook or YouTube, or whether in our building down at St. John's. We'd love to see you. God bless you.